Welcome to Transition Tuesdays for this Tuesday, September 6th, 2022. I am your host, Russ Williams. I'm so glad you could be here today. Let me see if we started. I might have to start this over again. No, I'm going to start over again because I wasn't sure if the button was pressed. So let's start over again. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays for this Tuesday, September 6th, 2022. I am your host, Russ Williams. I'm so glad you could be here today. I know you could have been anywhere in this world today. Transition Army, ladies and gentlemen, I know you could have been anywhere in this world today, but you decided to be here with me, and I appreciate that. And more importantly, I appreciate you. So welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my friends, on this dreary Tuesday, the first Tuesday of September 2022. Man, we had an action-packed show once again, my friends. But before I start, I always like to state my intentions. And my intention is to give you the opportunity to laugh, smile, think, and engage in honest conversations about your life's transition. So that's what we do here on Transition Tuesday. See if anybody's on the check-in just yet. I don't think so. We don't have anybody yet. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, man, just want to give a little recap. Oh, before I do that, how was your Labor Day? Happy belated Labor Day to each and every one of you out there. Hopefully you guys had a safe and a productive weekend. That Monday, actually, 3-day weekend for most people. Hopefully it was fun for you. Hopefully it was quiet. Hopefully you had fun, excuse me, on this Labor Day. It's past Labor Day that just passed by. So happy belated Labor Day to each and every one of you there. So I just want to do a little quick recap before we begin to talk about our topic, today's topic. Last week I broke down the lyrics of God Did, mainly with Jay-Z's lyrics of the song on DJ Khaled's album. I recently posted, because I think this guy did a magnificent job of breaking down Jay-Z's important lyrics on God Did, and I was on the beat with Ari Melbourne. You guys, I posted that on my on the last post on the topic, and I gave the link. Take a listen to, or take a look at this article. And also, if you haven't done that, if you need to, if you have Tidal or Spotify, see, this is the great thing about what Jay-Z's done. Jay-Z created, he had to launch, it says Hov did, and he releases this whole 12-minute interview, or 12-minute special that Ari Melbourne did on the beat, and he really broke down the lyrics. So shout out to Ari Melbourne, who did a great job on the beat, the CSNBC. This guy broke it down to his very last compound. He did his thing there. And, if you're looking at politics, I like politics, and I follow Ari Melbourne because he does a great job. He breaks it down a lot of times in on the hip hop sense. So, it breaks it down that way. So shout out to him. So take a look at that, guys. If you haven't taken a look at that, please do that as well. Okay. So I want to talk about a topic called quiet quitting. And today when I was driving in to work, I was listening to Hot 97, Ebro in the morning. And they were talking about this particular topic. I'd never heard of quiet quitting. Never heard of it. But I got to give Ebro some credit. They talked about that topic, quiet quitting. And I just, I was fascinated by it. I had to do some, I had to really pull back the curtain to find out what exactly is quiet quitting. What exactly it is. I just had to do that. Hold on one second, guys. I just want to make sure that people are checking in. I want to see if they are checking in here. Okay, nobody just yet. So, just want to give you a definition of quiet quitting. Quiet quitting is defined as performing only the job assigned to an employee by an employer and not going above and beyond the description. Now, quiet quitting is often confused with quitting a job altogether, but it is not the actual definition. Now, I want to read you a quote by Elise Friedman, who is the senior client partner at the consulting firm Korn Ferry. Okay? I want to read this to you. And this is the important quote here. So it says, when quiet quitting means is someone who has decided, and I quote, I want to prioritize my overall well-being and prioritize the things I have going on outside of work. So this is a new mind state for this new generation coming up. So it's a new mind state that's coming up that this generation is really subscribing to. So I did further research on this particular topic, and I came across an article, and it talked about how quiet quitting became the next phase of the Great Resignation. All right, so let me just read this here really quick. So, hold on one second. Just bear with me. Okay, all right. So the trend of employees choosing to not go above and beyond their jobs in ways that include refusing to answer emails during evenings or weekends, or skipping extra assignments that fall outside their core duties is catching on, especially among this generation that we have here today. Zaid Khan, 24, an engineer from New York, popularized this trend with his viral TikTok video in July. Now he's quoted as saying, "You are still performing your duties, but you are no longer subscribing to the hustle culture." Okay? This is a hustle culture that he said you're no longer subscribing to this hustle culture mentality that work has to be that work has to be our life. The reality is it's not. And your worth as a person is not defined by your labor. Okay? And now in the U.S., quiet quitting could also be a backlash to the so-called hustle culture. So I guess, us growing up, some people growing up, people of a certain age, we have, I guess I include myself in it too. You had a hustle culture. You go out, you get things done. You go beyond the call of duty. When this quitting culture has come about, this is totally different. It's like, it's different from the so-called hustle culture. Now, and I'll read this, so I'll continue to read on. So quiet quitting is an antidote to hustle culture, said Nadia Dialta, founder of the Real You Leadership, who this person quietly quit her job about 5 years ago. It is almost direct resistance and disruption of hustle culture. And I think it's exciting that more people are, and I think it's exciting that more people are doing it. So a lot of people are subscribing to this non-hustle culture, which is called quiet quitting. And let me see if I have people responding or coming up here. And I don't think it's allowing me to see who has come on board or responded. So, okay. But, this is this is going to be like a new mindset, a new work culture. This quiet quitting. Quiet quitting is called. Again, quiet quitting. Again, you're seeing younger people, they are not going beyond and above the call of their job subscription. Like, for example, if they have to be there at 9 o'clock, they're going to get there exactly like 8:59, right? And if they finish at 5 o'clock, if their job requires them to leave at 5 o'clock, they're going to be leaving at 4:59, and they're not going to give you no more, no less. Okay, not going beyond the call of duty. God forbid if you had a project that you had to have this person stay an extra 5 minutes of the time, and if you don't catch them before their time is up, and you try to reach out to them via email or a text, they're not going to answer they're not going to answer either. They're not going to answer a phone call as well. They believe they have gone beyond the call of duty at the time at which they were there. And I believe this quiet quitting is a culture that's here to stay. I think the days are gone that we're going to be seeing people going beyond the call of duty based on their job description. If their job description that tells them, hey, we want you, Mr. Johnny, we want you to move this box from point A to point B. And then again, if they ask you, and that's in their job description, but then again, if they want the same box to be moved to point C, this generation is not going to do it because it's not part of their job description. I'm going on what has been described in my job description, and I'm not doing more or less. This culture, and this is something that's here to stay. This is the first time I'm hearing of quiet quitting, but it might be here to stay. It might be here to stay. So what do you do? I mean, what do you think that could be done for this quiet quitting culture? Because this is now becoming a mentality. This now become a culture. And I have some suggestions on it. I think if you're, and it might be a lot of people out there online, might hear me speak right now. You might have some employers, people who are employers or self-employed, who might be hiring these particular generationers, and they have to adapt. They have to adapt because I think the days of people going, especially this generation, going way beyond the Call of Duty. I think those days are dead and gone. I think this is a new era which we're living in. This quiet quitting. It was I don't think those days are gone. It was this generation is going to go way beyond the Call of Duty. They're not going to do it. They're just not going to do it. And I think if you own a business or if you what have you, or if you're hiring these workers, you have to adapt. I think you have to adapt, and I think you have to show a great deal of patience. And I don't know what's going on with Facebook now. I can't see people responding, and I'm sure there's plenty of people want to respond to this, and I would love to see your response, but something's going on here, and I apologize that I can't see your responses. But I would imagine there's a lot of frustrated employers out there who are frustrated with the acts of this generation, with this quiet quitting, and with the frustration has to deal, and you have to exhibit a lot of patience, because I think this culture, especially this new generation, I think it skipped a generation. So I think a lot of times you will find these young people, they just don't know what to do because they haven't been shown by their parents or significant family member in their lives what to do, And we, sometimes as an employer, we expect that they know this, but a lot of times, they don't know this, and they weren't shown about this. So that's why you have to deal with a lot of patience, and also a lot of things too. And I'm noticing, and I wish I could take these. A lot of people comment, because I imagine a lot of people comment on this because I hear your frustration, I feel your frustration. It seems like you have to be real detailed orientated when dealing with this generation of these quiet quitters or quitting, because I think the more detailed you are and specific you are, I think the better it will be to your benefit, especially with this generation. Like, for example, I think you have to explain to the younger generation that, hey, look, again, I use that analogy, that example about moving a box. So Johnny, I need you to there's 3 tables. Okay, there's 3 tables here in the office. I need you to take this box, this 9x8 box, right, and move this box to the middle table. Place this box on the middle table. And it sounds crazy how you have to describe it, but you have to describe it just like that. Because I think if you don't describe it just like that, and a lot of times, and to add to some more frustrations of people who own businesses or what have you, this conversation a lot of times takes place via text. A lot of times we don't even communicate with people anymore. We have become, because of the cell phone use, social misfits that we don't even communicate in front of each other. So this particular instruction might be done via text or via email, and rarely through our phone or personal contact. So that can be frustrating. But I think the more detailed orientated you are, with this new generation, the less problems it will cause. Because again, looking at this generation and this quiet quitting, this mentality is when they understand the detailness of their job or what they're doing, I think they'll go out and do it. And they're not going to go way beyond that. Like, for example, I use that same example. Okay, now it's 5 minutes to 5 before quitting time. And I have this other box. So, Mr. Johnny, hey, before you leave, could you possibly take this box and put it on the third desk or your third table to the right of the one that you placed the first one on? Now, it all depends when you get these people because this person, if it's 455 or 458, 459, guarantee you with this new quiet quitting approach and mentality, that job is not getting done that day. Okay? Because it is done, it's quitting time, the day is over, they'll tackle it tomorrow. They will not go beyond that call of duty. And this is becoming like a major phenomenon that you're seeing out here. You know, this is becoming like a major wave here. This is becoming the new normal. So it has to deal with a lot of patience. We got to deal with a lot of patience with these young people. You know, I got 2 daughters who are young, you know, and I see it in my daughters who work, my daughter who works. You know, I see it in her, you know, and that's their mentality. I am no longer are we seeing the days in which people are going above and beyond. We're not seeing this with this generation. They're not doing it because they're signing a lot of times. They want to be like I read about. You know, they want to prioritize their overall well-being, their mental health, and prioritize the things they have going on outside of work. These are important factors to the younger generation, which causes this quiet quitting. And also this quiet quitting causes like this work ethic to decline. You know, this generations may not see it now, but again, the work ethic is not there. You know, just promoting, just work enough. Just make it enough. Just do enough to get by on a daily basis. We're not doing more and we're not doing less. So again, if you're in these situations out there, Transition Army, if you own a small business or you're part of an organization, you know, you could be working with these quiet quitters or quiet quitting people, these younger people. So you can see the signs of what's going on with these people. And, you might not be in a position to hire these people, but you might work alongside. And that's the norm. I think that's the new norm. That's the new wave, the new normal that's going on. And I don't think we're going to get back to those days of going beyond the call of duty. You know, staying an extra 5 or 10 minutes, God forbid, or 30 minutes to an hour after work. Those days are gone. And this new generation is keeping the quiet quitting alive and well. They're keeping the quiet quitting alive and well. So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, I don't know what's going on with Facebook here today on the show. I would love to see who's tuning in, but I can't see that, but that's okay. Let's see. So what I'm going to do is, let's see. Am I in this? Okay. So here's what we're going to do, because it said live video is starting. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. All right. So, Transition Army, ladies and gentlemen, if we were able to make you laugh, smile, and think during this conversation, and during this broadcast, my good friends, you have accomplished something major today. So celebrate your victory. Celebrate your victory. Let me play my theme music. See if that works. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, hold on. What happened? What's going on here? There we go. Yes. All right. Transition Army. Thank you for watching Transition Tuesdays each and every Tuesday. I thank you for the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you guys. And, whoa, what's going on here? What is going on here today? My theme music's not even playing? Hey, what is going on? I don't know what's going on. That's okay. We roll with the punches. This is live. This is a live show. So that's what we do. So I want to thank you guys for watching Transition Tuesdays from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can watch this episode and many other episodes on our YouTube channel, Transition Tuesdays. So make sure you check that out and make sure you like and subscribe when you're on our Transition Tuesdays YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys. Okay, appreciate you guys for doing that as well. Let me see if I can still play it. Can I play it? Wow. Can't play my theme music. That's okay. We still continue on. All right. So, want to talk about my sponsor. My sponsor is Sweet Candy Cafe, which is the home of Southern Sweetness, located in downtown Lumberton, North Carolina. So after the show, we are almost done. After the show, make sure you go to sweetcandycafe.com and order your confectionery goodies. Okay, order them right now. It's shipped home and abroad. And also in November, Sweet Candy Cafe is celebrating 10 years in existence, a decade of excellence. So make sure you support that small business, okay? They do a hell of a job, and your taste buds will thank you for that. So make sure you go to sweetcandycafe.com. So Transition Army, ladies and gentlemen, as we say in parting, happy transitioning, and we'll speak to you soon. Take care, everybody. God bless. And my apologies. I don't know what's going on here, but that's okay. We still get through it. Thank you so much, guys.